students, welcome back to English B Honeysuckle Chapter 2. How the dog found himself a new master, Part 3. Before we begin, here are a few points to note. In this video, we will answer the questions in the exercise along with some extra ones. Fill in the blanks to complete a summary. Collect a collection of collective nouns. Give the related noun forms of certain adjectives. Keep the book with you as you may need it while doing some part of the exercises. So let's begin with the exercise questions. First question. Why did the dog feel the need for a master? The dog felt the need for a master to keep him safe and secure. Question number 2. Who did he first chose as his master? He first chose the wolf as his master. Question 3. Who did he choose next? Next he chose the bear as his master. Question 4. Why did he serve the lion for a long time? He served the lion for a long time because till then he did not find any stronger master than the lion. Question 5. Who did he finally choose as his master and why? Finally, he chose man as his master because he proved to be the strongest of all creatures on earth. Even the lion was afraid of him. Question 6. The dog decided to lose his freedom. Why? He felt tired of his boring life. He was also afraid of stronger animals. So he wanted a new life even at the cost of his freedom. Question 7. How long did the friendship between dog and man last? It lasted for a long time. In fact, it is continuing to this day. Question 8. What sort of life did dog live a long time ago? The dog moved about freely like wolves. Question 9. Who was the lion afraid of? The lion was afraid of man. Question 10. Why were the cows mooing loudly? They heard the lion's roar and were in panic. Now, I shall read out a few phrases. A dog stronger than anyone else. The strongest of all. A wolf. The bear. Afraid of man. His own master. A lion. Remember them. I shall read out a summary of the story. However, in the first reading, I shall skip out some part. You have to guess the correct set that I have just given. Put them correctly in the area that I have skipped. Of course, in the second reading, I won't skip any words. See if you have guessed the skipped out set correctly. In case you have found it hard to choose the right set, read the whole passage well to remember. The summary of the story with some blanks, as you can see in your book. This is the story of a who used to be. He decided to find a master. First he found, but the wolf was afraid of. The dog thought that the bear was. After some time, the dog met who seemed to be the strongest. He stayed with the lion for a long time. One day, he realized that the lion was. To this day, the dog remains man's best friend. Now, I shall read out the passage with the appropriate set of words that will go into the skipped out parts. Be attentive. This is the story of a dog who used to be his own master. He decided to find a master stronger than anyone else. First, he found a wolf, but the wolf was afraid of the bear. The dog thought that the bear was the strongest of all. After some time, the dog met a lion who seemed to be the strongest. He stayed with the lion for a long time. One day, he realized that the lion was afraid of man. To this day, the dog remains man's best friend. Now, we will do this collection of collective nouns. We came across expressions like a herd of cows, right? What does it mean? It means a large number of cows, a group of cows, a lot of cows, many cows. We say a troop of monkeys. It means a group of monkeys. So we call the words herd and troop collective nouns as they mean a collection of or a group of. Here are a few more examples. We say a fleet of sheep, a bunch of flowers, a brood of chicks, a herd of cattle, a bundle of sticks, a flock of sheep, a school of fish, a pack of wolves, a murder of crows, a swarm of flies, etc. There are many more. Read them and try to remember them. Now, giving the nouns of the adjectives. We will now read out some describing words. What are they? They describe nouns and pronouns. we call them adjectives or describing or qualifying words. We say, he is an honest man. Everyone loves him for his honesty. Mark it, honest, honesty. We have used just one letter Y to the adjective honest, and we have got its noun form honesty. Let's make the noun forms by adding any double S, that we say ness, or ity. In some cases just ty or only y will do. So let's start. Honest, we have already just done. Honesty. Kind, only ness can be added to it. Kindness. Cruel, cruelty. Calm, calmness. Sad, sadness. Active, activeness. Creative, creativity. Sincere, sincerity. Cheerful, cheerfulness. Bitter, bitterness. Sensitive, sensitivity. Great, greatness. Try to find some more and try to add, as you have done just now, any double S or ity or only y or ty to make nouns. Now, in this part of the video, you will hear me read out a passage about the dog family. The passage is in your book. Take the book with you and mark the pronunciation, stress and intonation as you hear me read, and then attentively do the exercises with my help. The dog family. The dog family is one of the 11 families that make up the carnivores, a large group of intelligent, flesh-eating, backboned animals. In this group are such varied animals as bears, pandas, raccoons, cats, hyenas, and even seal. The dog or canine family has many wild species like wolves, foxes, coyotes, jackals, and wild dogs. The dog is the only domesticated member of the canine family, though now and then someone tames a wolf, fox, or coyote as a pet. All members of the dog family are descendants of a wolf-like animal which lived about 15 million years ago. From this distant ancestor, the two dogs gradually developed. But nobody knows the exact ancestor of the modern domestic dog. Several wild dogs look and behave like domestic dogs. The dingo or wild dog of Australia is one of these. It is possible that the dingo was a tamed dog brought to Australia long ago, which then ran wild. Dogs were the first animals tamed by humans, perhaps 20,000 years ago. Tame dogs were brought from Asia to the New World 5,000 or more years ago. Dogs were first used for hunting. What is wanted here is the opposite words. Ancestors, descendants. Wild, tame. Ancient, modern. Near, distant. Suddenly, gradually. Next comes completing the sentences. To test how far you have understood the passage just read out, here are some incomplete sentences left for you to complete in your own way at your leisure time. However, now some model answers will be given. The answer that you get in the video are not the only answers. There will be several correct answers. So, read the passage again and again and do in your own way. The dingo is one of the dogs who has similarity with domestic dogs. Dogs were the wild, flesh-eating, backboned animals tamed by humans. The other animals tamed by humans are hyenas, cats, bears, pandas, etc. The New World refers to the western hemisphere of the earth. Dogs were brought there from Asia. Now, the family tree of dogs. To solve this family tree, read the passage well, then with the help letters, complete the word. The first letter is C, last two letters are ES. So the word is, guess, you have come across in the passage that I read out. Carnivores, C-A-R-N-I-V-O-R-E-S. Under carnivores you get, can you get it? Raccoon. Next is hyena, H-Y-E-N-A. Next comes panda, P-A-N-D-A, and bear, B-E-A-R. Under dog or canine family, we get two categories: wild, W-I-L-D, and the other is domesticated, D-O-M-E-S-T-I-C-A-T-E-D, domesticated. Again under wild we get wolf, fox, coyote, jackal, and wild dog. This much for today. See you in the next class.